because it's something you gotta deal with. So all of that collaborated, fabricated, it ain't gonna equal up to this real shit. Check it out. I want y'all to picture this as I paint the slide. Tombstone, grain inscribed, here lies my beloved. Grave this wide. I mean, I had that much love for you. I know that because you got that much hate for I. Don't want you to hang your eye. Not for a second, little nigga. Catch it. Brace your vibe. Be froze, for death is cold. I want to search your soul and hold on to whatever holes exposing the pain you hide. Bring me mine, nigga. Now, look, I don't want to break this bond. I just want to break the cycle. Thank your moms I like to. For nights she didn't write you, she stayed in line so your days could shine. I might do one better. With a letter to tell her how I appreciate and kind, how strong a queen she is. And any man to be lucky for her to be made his bride. You see, I take in mind your situation. And though I never met your father, I see a lot of his ways in your stride. I mean, you got that talk it like I walk it kind of attitude. You know, it's real good that he gave you pride. Every son should be proud of his father. And I look at my little one, and I want the same for mine. That's why when I look up at you, I see what he can go through when a father don't take the time. You know, I think it's real fucked up. Hold up. He gonna get this work. You gonna get this work, nigga. Hold up. I see what he can go through when a father don't take this time. You know, I think it's real fucked up when people gave him all that time. But you wanna know what's even more fucked up? It's with all them years he got away from you, has only made a way for you to be more together with him in occasion 5. Yeah, that's why I'm angry, guy. Because he didn't take the steps. Now you chase his rep, but them running shoes ain't your size. They say don't whine over spilt milk. But what a man supposed to do when his baby's crying? Oh, he say shit like, you know, it costs to be the boss, but he too good for a paying job? What was wrong with being a cable guy? A real estate agent? Why was that nigga too cool to go to flight school and learn how to fly planes through the friendly skies? But nah. He told you he had to do what he had to do to put food on y'all plate to dine. You mean to tell me all that slanging and banging was to give y'all greater lives when God gave them drive? And that big meat's back up singing ass nigga left your moms out here alone for the latest ride? That don't plague your mind? Hold up. You gonna get this work. You gonna get this work, nigga.
I killed you.
Hold up. You gonna get this work.
I let Tony call me up one day and said, hey, coach, you know, I've been working with Tony for a minute, about 4 months probably. And he said, yeah, I'm in a bad situation. I don't have nowhere to stay. I need somewhere to stay. I can get to Atlanta. I thought about it. I said, okay, yeah, you can come stay. I really haven't never told nobody no they couldn't come stay with me. Anybody that's been in a jam that called me, I've always opened my door. And no, I don't live with my mother. This is crazy. Folks think I live with my mother. My mother don't even stay in this county or city that I live in. But anyway, he gets here, and as soon as he get off the airplane, first red flag, his shoes was talking. Okay, now I'm going to get all the way up to the never. I'm getting to everybody right here, right now. We're going to end this shit. Game over, insert a coin, start over. This shit is over. I'm not going down this lane anymore. I'm not talking about nobody neither. I'm not about to sit here and lie on nobody. He got in the car. We took him, got him some shoes and clothes and cleaning stuff, and brought him to the house, let him meet everyone. My family came over and met him, because my family's like anybody new in town, then everybody's going to go meet this nigga. So Tony comes in doing his work, you know, all good. But once he stayed long enough and started getting drunk all the time from sun up to sundown, it became a problem. I never told him he had to get out. But one day he asked me, he said, yo, when can I get a banger? Who I can get a banger from? And I told him, I said, you're not going to have a gun in my house. The only person going to have a gun is me. You're not going to get drunk and flip out and shoot me or my family. You fucking crazy. So, and here goes Gina. Gina goes to the bar. I told you all I own the bar. And Gina and Tomahawk Tony, y'all, gets to physically fighting at my bar. I had to put them out the bar. Okay? They both dead ass drunk. I had to put them both out. Tony ain't got no shoes on. Remember this. Tony don't wear shoes. He'll walk around town barefooted. Okay? And by in the morning time, after the bar closed and I got home and everything, Right, I'm about to get to all that, Renzo. Don't even worry about it. I'm about to get to all that. I'm gonna lay it all down. This is I ain't gonna say my truth. I'm just gonna give the facts, because truth and facts are not the same. So, as we, you know what I'm saying, they get to fight and we break it up. The next morning, she comes back to my house and says, I got so drunk last night. I woke up in a pastor's house in his lot or some shit. So I left. I was leaving when she came back. And I went and got me something to eat. And when I got back, Tony was gone. Just put two and two together. I figured he was with her. Tony get in the car with her and leaves. And she takes him to his mother's house. And Tony ain't got no shoes on. And they just had a hangover, been drinking all night. So first, that's not the way you go take someone to meet your mom, first of all. I'm just showing y'all what's going on. So Tony get back, I call the whole family and tell them. I tell them, I tell my family, like, this dude, Tony, is about to get with, is talking to Regina. And that don't need to be, because Tony is, a social media person, and Regina's not wrapped too tight, right? Now, I hate to talk about my family, but so we tell Tony, like, leave her alone. Her name is in people's indictment. She done got some dudes locked up in prison. The whole nine. The girl just not wrapped too tight. So Tony like, that's the girl I need. And I'm like, I really wanted to hit the nigga right then. Because I'm sitting here telling you, just leave my family alone, bro. Because certain family members, I don't hate to be the reason why you met them. If it wasn't for me, he wouldn't have never met Gina. So, he tell me I'm leaving. It had nothing to do with money. But he tells me he's leaving. Leaving a house full of men to go stay with, guys, young guys that I'm working with every day. They getting their lives together and stuff like that. Instead of trying to help mentor and get his shit together and work with young men like I'm doing every day, he wants to go and try to go be up under my cousin. So, I guess they worked something out, like she said, put him in a better situation. Right. Living in someone's house, in my other cousin's house, in the bedroom is a better situation. In some apartments, and I have my own land. Right. Okay, so now Tony stops talking to us, and then she might not say it, but his old lady reached out. Like, she thought I was saving him, taking him in from her, whatever. She, Tony didn't jack her up, you know what I'm saying? Beat her ass, bit her, the whole nine. Be chumping the little man off like he ain't shit. Now, he said something to that extent to me, and I gave him the blues about it. And not about the women, but about the son. Like, the little nigga ate up all the cereal. I'm like, hold on, bro. You went in this man's life, okay? And you supposed to be able to mentor this little man and groom him to be a better man, not fuck that little nigga. That's when I knew you had a problem, that day. Because I'm working with children, and you saying, fuck these kids. Fuck that little nigga. That's what you said. Fuck that little nigga. So, right then, everybody's starting to be like, oh yeah, this nigga got a problem. So we knew then it wasn't going to last long, because your true self is starting to show. Okay? You're not for the people as you claim when you can't even deal with a fucking 9-year-old, my dude. If you can't handle a 9-year-old, you ain't for nobody but your motherfucking self. So let's get that straight. Now I sat you, watch you talk to Warhorse all these nights, every night. And all you did was took her shit and reflipped it and put it back and used it against her. And now you over there apologizing to them folks, and them folks like, nigga, fuck you too. So right now, who's the ass in the situation? You done brought down a whole family with lies, fabricated lies, over and over, talking about you got lava. Nigga, you ain't got nowhere to stay. Fuck is lava? You're homeless. You're a bum. You're more comfortable that way. Anytime somebody lend a hand to you, you fuck them. So that's why you're homeless. So everything that them folks is believing over there comes from Tomahawk Tony. How else would Gina get on that show? Fabrication. He fabricated the whole goddamn thing.
He ain't even get the second verse, but he gonna get this work. That don't plague your mind? The mistakes ain't God's? And you wonder why them shotgun shook shells still ache your spine? Liquid Ray Ray got Lil Jimmy out here in New York doing. Tell your OG Bobby Johnson just tried to steal the wrong radio this time, nigga. Hey, if you see South Central, when you see this again, that's gonna be one of your favorite lines. Something to think about the next time you on stage waving signs, trying to be like the only daddy you got. I understand you want to keep his name alive, but youngin', I'm trying to save you from your demise. You said it yourself. My pops was a real nigga. Youngin', that ain't no lie. He was in the business that the system perpetuates from the side to keep us in the condition where we ain't made to survive. But you think he a god? Well, let me ask you this. Would you kill a world and save yourself, nigga? Yeah, I ain't think that was wise. Something to think about the next time y'all thuggin', drinking and drugging, hard liquor y'all full of killers. Remember, hold up, I tried to give you the large picture. Hold up, man. He gonna get this work. He gonna get this work. Hold up. Keep going, keep going. Hold on, man. He gonna get this work. I tried to give him the large picture. Yo, Pops wasn't no gangster. He was just another lost nigga. You think it's gangster to let a mother let that dope more to her daughter, shoot her father from his son, and turn around and put that boy on the corner? Or leave your son out here alone to fend for himself, knowing he need order? Is your money being long worth your lifespan being shorter? Huh? But I'm just trying to give you the large picture. Look, man, let me work. You gonna get this work, nigga. Watch me work. I'm just trying to give him the large picture. Yo, Pops wasn't no gangster. He was just another lost nigga. You know what? Harriet Tubman was more of a man than your father would ever be, nigga.
That's how you get the crowd.
Hold up. I mean, your daddy, that father title get deployed. You know, wise man told me that a wise man understands in this life, you're gonna either build or destroy. And since it takes a father to raise a man-child, well, it's no wonder you talk all that young shit. You're a little boy that don't get the large picture.
4, 5 people that he has talk shit about me to, saying she over there giving these bum-ass niggas life and da-da-da-da-da from the mouth of one bum about another, right? She's over there giving these niggas life and da-da-da-da-da and all this other shit. When A4PURE came out, Tomahawk Tony, or maybe it was when I launched Phoenix Moon Live, and Tomahawk Tony created the emblem for the Tribe Up t-shirt that I have, right? Because you put in Tribe Up, the #1 hit that comes up, it's going to be a Phoenix Moon t-shirt. No Grandma Killer's Tribe Up t-shirt, because that was my shit. And he said, well, fuck that. That's your shit. You the first one that said something. You need to da-da-da-da. You know what, Tony? Go ahead. Put it on there. Send it to me. Let me see what you done. Oh, I saw the design. Go for it. People loved it. Whatever. That's that. He good at logos and stuff like that. But as far as getting business done, how is that nigga going to be able to do it? He can't do no footwork. If somebody need to go to the goddamn Secretary of State, that nigga ain't going. So it's really fucking sad and redundant. And listen, y'all still trying to distract us, but you know what we doing? And you know what we doing still? Working. While we online right now talking to y'all bozos who ain't doing nothing, y'all sleeping right now. Y'all niggas don't get up till noon. Niggas don't get up till noon. Half our motherfucking day is done by then.
Yeah, we've been got
good portion of the shit done by then. You felt like you ain't have a whole bunch of shit to worry about. And it's the type of time you on. You built up this fictitious fucking hateful coach for a while now. You've been building this shit up since November, bitch. When I stopped speaking to you because you kept talking about doing violent things to your son's mother and to another girl who I don't even fucking speak to anymore. I've been stopped talking to this girl, but nobody in the background except the close people know that I've been arguing with your ass. All the times we fell out was for you wanting to do some trifling shit to who? Some fucking women. Remember those recordings, Tomahawk, Tony? I still have them, Kenneth. Your real name's Kenneth Courtney. Kenneth Courtney. I still have those recordings from when you was talking shit about me to people that couldn't understand why is this man talking about Phoenix. When we talk to her, she don't talk no shit about him. Why she thinks he's his friend. Let's prove to her this nigga ain't no motherfucking body. And he ain't about shit. And you know what they're saying? What you're saying on those recordings, Tony? You're talking about all the stupid people that fuck with HEMOC and the Kalanagos and how you should sell their fucking organs. Do you remember that when you go on your drunk tirades and you were so consistent? You said it to about 4, 5, 7 people. They heard it with their own ears and they was turned off and disgusted by you. People that you introduced me to stopped speaking to you then. See, you didn't want nobody working with me. You didn't want nobody around. So a couple of times I did a show with Kayshawn Kelly, Copper Color K. Boy, this is when we first started, Tony and I first started working together again, okay? I don't remember what project it was, but Tony and I started working together again, and I introduced him to Copper K. I didn't appreciate how he was like acting like he was some nigga with K on the phone. Nigga, I'm introducing you to a good brother that's official. And I'm laughing because, Tony, you're really not that official in the same areas. So why do you act like you got some superiority complex? Because you know how to build a website? Well, you ain't the only one, nigga. You ain't the only one. So, always got a problem with somebody that want to work with Phoenix. Tony, you want to talk about the obsession with me? You want to talk about why my father don't like me working with your ass? You want to tell them why? I think maybe later I'll show people why. Why? In November, Tony, did you put that book out when I was on my way to a funeral, right? And I saved your face because my peoples wanted to whip your ass. Saved your face
man,
again.
Phoenix, you got to back up some. Because he was calling me. He's like, yo, coach, I got to figure out a way to make some money. And I said, hey, yo, why don't you get with Phoenix and y'all goddamn put that book on Amazon? Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Much appreciation. Much appreciation. Then he contacted you.
So when he contacted me, my twin and I were on our way to bury our stepsister, okay? Went to go bury our sister down in the South. And this is the first moment I had. I was actually sitting outside waiting for the brother to pull up. So our brother to pull up so that we can go on this trip. That Thursday, the stepbrother died. Friday, the stepsister died. And also the same day, our friend Darlene died. This is all in the same weekend, the weekend of November 4th. So as I was sitting outside smoking a joint because I couldn't smoke in the brother's car, so I smoking a joint and I'm crying. I'm actually having a moment of grief, anticipating what we're gonna have to go through when we get down here for this funeral, and just make sure that the family know we coming through. Whatever. It was just a really sad moment to lose people back to back, and I just. I can't be reactive all the time because I generally have to keep my composure to make sure things get done still, right? So I have my moment of crying, and I don't even know why I answered the phone, but I actually did answer the phone. And when I answered the phone, you can hear that Phoenix is crying. I don't cry all the time, but I'm fucking human, and I do, right? So that's happening. Hey, you all right? No, Tony, I'm not all right. Now, this nigga, I speak to you every day, so we got death all around us right now in the background. Maybe the public don't know because I ain't on there talking shit all day, but I'm in the background grieving, trying to get shit done. So he asked me if I'm all right, and I'm wondering, looking at my phone like this nigga, I'm on my way to a funeral. The fuck are you asking me if I'm all right for? Wrong question, nigga. So then, now that happens. So then he's trying to shoot his shot in all of 5 minutes that I'm about to give him. So I'm ready to fucking hang up. And he goes, hey, I want to put the book on Amazon. I was thinking, never told me he had the conversation with Coach, right? I was thinking about doing XYZ to put the book on Amazon that we did and da-da-da-da-da. And I said, well, Tony, my head kind of fucked up right now. I'm on my way to a funeral. I'm not in the mood to make any good decisions, any decisions at all. Why don't we wait and I'll talk to you about the book when I come back Monday or Tuesday. He says, all right. Well, wait a minute. There's Chief Teregua right there, which was the other co-author. There's Chief Teregua right there on the phone. Do you have 5 minutes for a conference call? Bitch, didn't I tell you I'm on my way to a motherfucking funeral? See, a nigga that ain't got no family, a nigga that ain't got nothing going on, they are desensitized to everybody else's pain. You could come to them bleeding. You could come to them missing 3 motherfucking fingers and say, nigga, I need help. My fingers is chopped the fuck off. And being that nigga been getting his ass beat, toes and digits chopped off all his life, he looking at you like, I don't give a fuck. They only become satisfied when somebody feels as low as them. They only become satisfied when somebody feels as much pain as they do. They are incapable of consoling anybody. What I need you around. You don't get no money. You get mad and try to tell some fucking personal, what you think is secrets, and then you throw dubs on it. Then get you, anytime a motherfucker gets so bent out of shape for nothing, instead of getting his weight up, this nigga went to every nigga he talked shit about. Every nigga he said how much he couldn't stand them and he got dirt on them and all this other, this, that, and the third. And mind you, I never asked him for any dirt. I never asked him. Do you know, when I came back and that young boy, Arnez, was talking shit, Tony done had called me up and said, I'm going to find where that nigga lived. Tony done I didn't know what his real name. He got another name. Tony done found some other name. I said, that ain't it. The nigga name is Nicholas Arnez or Arnez Nicholas. He said that nigga name is something, Pendergrass or some shit like that. Tomahawk had all this nigga's motherfucking information. That's where he lived at.
He thought he did.
Well, this is what he says to me.
Yeah.
This is what he says to me.
His name is Nicholas.
So, you know, and I kept saying, don't worry about that. Let that little nigga do what he doing. Now I'm wondering if Tomahawk manipulated what other situations did he manipulate? Since he came here 5 years ago. Yeah. He goes from place to place to place. And you want to know what? He leaving packages behind too this time. This last couple of nomadic spurts that he's had. He done left the whole package that he ain't go back and check on.
Left the whole package.
So how? The whole baby. The stalk done came. This nigga ain't prepared for nothing the entire fucking time. You know a baby's coming. You got people that care that's actively going to.
But he got work to do for the people, though. He got work to do for the people.
That nigga ain't saved a motherfucking dime to help that woman. He ain't saved a dime to help that woman. Ain't sent that woman shit. And when he did send, I'm gonna let you know what. I because of that, it's a sensitive topic, and I happen to know both of them. I am not going to really do too much speaking on that personal issue because it's not fair to be. I'm not the Rona Barrett in the middle of nobody relationship and all of that. But I will tell you that I got pictures of your baby, nigga, every month. He's a gorgeous baby. He's so smart. He's getting so big. His hair is getting long. His skin is so clear. His voice, I know what his cooing sounds like. He's about to be 7 months. You ain't laid eyes on him. You sitting there talking all this shit. You done talked about Johnny more than you talk about your own motherfuckers.
Damn.
In the last 7 months, you done talked about all these niggas that you over there rocking with more than your own goddamn son.
Mm-hmm.
My nigga, you couldn't stand Skyhand. I kept telling you, I got receipts of you talking cash money shit about Skyhand. And that's my friend. And then I was thinking he was my friend. Huh?
You can't tell that shit now. Yeah, like.
Oh, he said, I spoke to Skyhand yesterday. He was sucking Major Pickle.
Man, what?
Major Pickle.
Because he know he trying to find somebody to run with because
he has no choice. Outside of the Aboriginal community, that nigga is nobody.
It's over with.
Nobody. He was nobody in the Aboriginal community. So I'm going to tell y'all ladies, don't let this nigga come fronting like he a ball player. He could fix you a fucking website, but that nigga can't keep you no home. You could forget that shit, provider he is not. Basic shit. Toothbrushes, a man clean socks, shit like that.
Get some shoes.
Basic.
Start talking and shit. Yeah, right.
Basic.
He said he's not a what did he say? I'm not a consumer, but you consume liquor all goddamn. Man,
he consume liquor, nigga. Please, your baby mother didn't want you drinking, nigga. You on the first of the month, you'll get you a $600 bottle of motherfucking vodka because you couldn't drink in the house because your drinking is disgusting and you act like a goddamn fool, right? Now, if you could do all of that acting like a fool on the internet, you used to being by yourself most of these couple of years, right? So the only people that would know, nobody would know that you a fucking Willy Lump until you open your mouth when you get online super drunk. But now here's this sister that actually knows how you physically act when you drunk off your motherfucking vodka and didn't allow you to drink in her home. So you would spend your money in a hotel for a fucking week, your whole check. If you don't get, but you ain't that old and you ain't had that many jobs to have a high paying wage for Social Security. So you don't have that. So at the end of the day, you spending $600 on a bottle of liquor because you spending $500 on a hotel so you can get binge drink all week long. Let's talk about it. You want to binge drink, bro?
I seen a nigga drink a gallon of white in 3 days. Real talk.
What do you mean when you say white? Like vodka or moonshine?
Corn, yeah, moonshine. Seen him drink a whole fucking gallon by himself. I seen him smoke a whole carton of cigarettes by himself in a matter of a couple of days. That shit gone.
My bad, I clicked out.
He got his own. Everybody got their own issues. But when you start bringing other folks' issues without bringing your own issues, nigga, you didn't tell folks you lived on Skid Row he didn't tell people he lived on Skid Row. He didn't tell folks that.
No. How many men he met and couches he had to sleep on? Of men that probably tried to take advantage of him. It all makes sense now. It all makes sense. His anger and hate for women. You want to get personal, baby? Who know more about you than the ones that seen your face?
That helped you. That fed
and helped you out. Nigga, you a grown-ass man, Tomahawk. You call me and ask me, you tell me you ain't got this and ain't got that. Nigga, I used to shit. If I had $40, I'll give you 20. You ain't got no kids to feed. I did. You ain't had no bills to pay. I did. Why should I give you $20 for your cigarette habit? A grown-ass man who I ain't dealing with in that capacity. But because I called you my little brother, try to show you some love, try to help bring you to a different level, right? Because my brothers is on a different level. I got a little brother younger than you, and he's way more thorough. He's a whole man, been taking care of a family since he's 17 years old. His woman had 2 kids when he met her at 17. That man 31 years old, and you know what? They still together. They still together. Shit, he gonna be 32 now, excuse me. Holding it down. Kids getting big. I got a niece now. That's a man. Nigga left high school. Basically, you might as well say he got married into a ready-made family. My brother's a man. That's man shit. This type of fame shit that goes on in my family. I don't know what goes on in your family. You don't know what goes on in your family either, Tony, because they don't want you around. And we knew that they didn't want you around. That's why we tried to be around for you. Not really understanding that there's got to be some underlying reasons, some underlying issues why your own don't want you around. Not one person. It'd be different. Nigga, grandma. don't want you around? What'd you do that grandma don't want you around, beloved? That's some serious shit. And it ain't really for me to understand or even care too much. But just know that we know what time it is with you, man. I want you to quit while you ahead. Please, before that mask falls all the way off, my nigga, you ain't real right. You ain't real right. You ain't real right. And we know that you don't care that you're not real right. You'll pretend that it's so because that's part of your dog and pony routine. That's how the three-ring circus is supposed to play out because you think that you are such a brilliant conductor or orchestrator of chaos, organizer of chaos. And I have text messages that say that that was your intent to do. But you ramble off and you're often drunk, so when you have those rants, I never really know what they're directed. And then that's my bad because I didn't know that they was really directed at Coach and I and the motherfuckers that helped you out. Skyhand ain't never did shit for you. And if he does do something for you, you best believe that nigga gonna talk about it. Them bitches ain't never did a motherfucking thing for me. Skyhand, I ain't never asked you for near nigga shit. You ain't got shit for me to ask. Offering up an opportunity to work on somebody else's shit.
Yep.
You act like you the brains and give me a call. You sitting there with Miss Penny Wildfire. You sit there with Miss Penny Wildfire and say, oh, let me call Phoenix and see what she know about this. When they was trying to take her building, nigga, you didn't call Roderick. You ain't called Wild Fox. You ain't called Aboriginal Power. You ain't called none of them niggas. You called Phoenix. You called Phoenix. That nigga Tony is not from no goddamn New York, brother. He ain't from no damn New York. That nigga from Baltimore. He ain't from New York.
Mac in the building. Mac in the building.
Good brother. My good brother. We're hand in hand. Mac attack.
I guess it's hey Mac, hit the refresh button on your I seen
Yeah, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you good.
Hold on, let me plug in my my earphones. Hold on right quick.
Y'all, I'm gonna mute for a second. Let me go take care of something real quick. You guys talk. What's up, Mac? Good morning. Early bird. Look at grown ass man get up in the morning. You on Cali time out there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
These niggas sleep and act like they got so much shit done. All the business day is over by the time these niggas rolling over, requesting their eyes at 5 in the afternoon.
Hey man, you know, taking care of kids, getting the kids ready for school. You know, that's fatherhood. You know, that's something this nigga know nothing about. You know, this nigga talk about that family shit. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you good.
Yeah. You know, I don't like when this nigga sitting up here talking about, you know, trying to solicit family shit so he could, you know, get some money. But nigga, when it comes to real life, you're not doing nothing for your family. You're not doing nothing for your kids. But here it is, he trying to knock Coach off his shit, which he can't do, and Coach is sitting up here giving to his community, taking care of his family. And then Coach let this nigga in his house. Like Phoenix said earlier, Coach didn't have to take care of this grown ass nigga. And I keep telling you niggas, if you ain't out here doing for yourself and you letting another man buy your meals, another man put clothes on your back, you a bitch. I'm sorry, Coach. You know, I'm sorry for using that. I don't know if I could, you know, talk how I want to on your channel, but you a bitch when you let another man take care of you. If you a man and you let another man feed you, clothe you, you a bitch. You a bitch. And then you gonna go behind this man back and talk bad about him. And what's so crazy, Coach already knew you was doing all this stuff.
Yep,
you know, I told Coach, yeah, we talked about it, Coach.
Yeah, I told y'all he was about to do it. I said he about to leave here, and he's about to try to destroy everything. And that dude there's crazy.
Like, it's just unbelievable how when we was talking, you said, man, he already talking. I said, Coach, you already got the eyes and ears. You already knew where he was going before he was going. I said, this nigga Coach is real. This nigga got superpowers in his hood. He know where the nigga going. He already hearing shit when a nigga speaking. And Coach could have whooped his ass a long time ago, but Coach,
yeah, I could have went over to my cousin's house and straight beat his ass, and that's what he just don't know. And it couldn't have been me. It could have been anybody in the family who didn't like the way he was talking. And I'm not like I can fight, but I'm not the violent one out the crew. And that's what I'm trying. I called him and told him like, yo, bro, you at my people's house. He thinking that the girl he went with, which is my cousin, they went to go stay with a roommates with somebody else, which was my cousin. See, the girl that he went to stay with is the cousin on my grandfather's side. She's a Bridges. But the girl she went to go stay with is on my grandmama's side. My grandmama. So you know, I'm trying to make sure this nigga, I'm like, look, he's a belligerent drunk. She got children. So, of course, a real man is going to call and make sure that this nigga ain't over there wilding, ain't over there having drunk fits. And I told her, any problems you have, hit my line. I'm over there in 5 minutes. It take me 5 minutes to get over there. So you damn right I called her and let her know what was on the way over there.
You supposed to. And if anybody got something to say about that, they don't look, they're not family oriented. They're not responsible. They don't know shit about responsibility. If any nigga complain about that.
Then he goes on their channel. He goes on their channel and try to just, I do this for the people. You were saying that when you was going against them motherfuckers. Now you doing this for the people and you over there with the motherfuckers. In Chicago, that's called false flagging. You can't go from GD to motherfucking Vice Lord. Your ass is dead.
And we call them niggas in California Decepticons. You know, hey, Busters, Decepticons. You know, that we call it false flagging too. Yep.
Can't do that shit. We sitting here making sure you got away because we supposed to be working together. We making sure you got somewhere to stay because we supposed to be working with each other. If I'm working with somebody every day and they call me and say, yo, Coach, man, my situation bad. I need somewhere to stay. Bro, where you at? I'll come get you. Because we work together every day.
Hey, but you know what, Coach? I don't know if you heard that live. They was setting him up the whole time.
They set him up.
They set him up, and then also he admitted that he infiltrated African Americans ain't African. I said,
he's proud of it. He's proud of it. I did it on my own. I did that shit.
And really, he didn't do
about that shit.
Hey, some shit that's supposed to help the people.
How many people found out about their indigenous heritage through African Americans ain't Africans? Huh?
Man, thousands.
That's just like
thousands.
That's just like what Phoenix said about the boy Dane. Even though he got there with his trying to be smooth talking with stolen information, he still a lot of folks. I can't lie. A lot of folks learned about the indigenous ways through the brother. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
ain't nobody trying to go in his shit and sabotage. Why the fuck when that nigga Dane came on live and shot that nigga down? Why the fuck he didn't go and try to shut that shit down? He don't have no heat for nobody bringing heat to him. He going after motherfuckers who's trying to take care of their families. What Johnny doing? Trying to take care of his family.
Yeah.
So motherfuckers got it all wrong. Yo, loyalty to the community, to the people, it ain't no loyalty to no people.
None whatsoever.
It's whatever you think is right at the fucking moment, nigga.
Well, he's an opportunist. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
fucking opportunist.
But any nigga that's doing for themselves, no, but Coach, you should know, any nigga, or you do know, any motherfucking nigga that could do for himself and has a mind and uses his mind, how can you be an opportunist when, nigga, you can make ways for yourself to thrive?
Right. You can go get some groceries if need to fucking be.
Exactly. The opportunists is the niggas who, scheming and scamming. They don't, they trying to find ways to get over on people just to make a quick buck. A nigga who can't use their mind, a nigga who don't have a skill, those are opportunists. Not a nigga that know what they doing. Not a nigga that can provide for himself and for his family. Not a nigga who could think their way out of a situation. I don't know that. But he talks about he makes everybody. He made African Americans ain't African, which I don't know how you made it when the shit was here before you.
Right.
You made Carrie Davis. You made Phoenix. I don't know how you say that when she got more information than you. You made me. Then he said he made up my name, and Phoenix was on the phone. So how did you make me when I know more than you? When you used to call my phone, asking me for court shit, asking me, hey, can you give me your court records? Bitch, nigga, no. For what? Oh, I want to learn how you overturn judges' decisions. Well, I could tell you, but you're not finna copy and paste my shit. I don't know, dog. I don't know, coach.
Yeah, so he went and got with her. She's already mad at the family because she's banned from her own mama house with calling her mamas bitches and hoes and spitting on her and shit. That made the family mad. Family members wanted to kick her ass. So I'm telling Tony this shit. I'm like, look, she's doing this. She got beef with her own mama. She's just wilding out. Her last husband jumped on her brother. Her brother had to beat his ass. You know what I'm saying? So she's having a lot of family issues already. He like, that's the girl I need. I need her in my life. I need her in my life. I'm like, what the fuck? Did you just hear what the fuck I just told you, nigga? So you want to find somebody who shit stink a little bit worse than yours. You kind of get where I'm going with this? And he went and impeded on her when her shit ain't right. They got to go, oh, well, what's wrong with them? What's wrong with the family? Why this and why that and why that? Oh, okay. So then he seen that we getting ready to do this live. We getting ready to do this show. Now out the blue comes fucking Regina, who ain't never been on none of these shows before. And you talked her through a mean one, buddy. She should get an Oscar for that one. But what she don't know is the person that she was calling a pedophile and child molester never been charged or accused of doing those such acts. He came to my house that night with tears in his eyes. Like, why would she do that? Why would she put me online like that? All of my cousins came over yesterday like, yo, he raised us. He ain't never did no, he wasn't the creepy uncle. Why would she put those bad lies out on him?
But he was when he got with her, coach, although you gave him a place to stay, he was trying to find dirt on you. And when he got with this girl, this girl started feeding him bullshit
and he
about you guys' family. Exactly. So that's his MO. And I've seen that shit a long time ago. That's why I told Phoenix, kind of chill out with this nigga. It don't help him too much because he get around people and things is all cool, but the moment he don't like you associating yourself with somebody else, he automatically try to find he's trying. He want to find dirt on you.
Man, that man loved Phoenix, man, to the point where he didn't want nobody to come near her. He was obsessed with her. Okay? Obsessed.
And then,
now,
oh no, go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, okay. No, you good.
We good?
Yeah, we good. It's just, man, that was my family members texting. It was like, hey, that shit, like, man, that shit is not real. I'm like, yeah, I know. And she just came up with some real, I'm talking about, we have a very huge family. My grandfather has 14 brothers and 1 sister, okay? We all over this bitch. All of them got my granddaddy got great grandkids right now. You know what I'm saying? So for her to make that lie and for the whole entire family to say she lying, not one person in the family says she's telling the truth. They're not trying to hide no lie because, like I said, I got some killers in my family, and if they would have knew some sick shit was going on, my Uncle Jeff would not be living. You get what I'm saying? They'd have been killed that nigga. They'd have been killed him.
But
So she,
she ain't doing shit with her life, just like Tony ain't doing shit with
that's
his
right. That's
life.
right.
And
That's right.
you're doing something, your people is doing something, and they're trying to sabotage it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of them working together to put their EBTs and their SSIs together and do something with themselves, they want to tear everybody else shit down.
Right.
And I still don't understand how everybody didn't gave him a place to stay. Everybody didn't give him a place to stay. He been from East Coast to West Coast, back to the South, back probably to the East Coast, and this has happened for years, and he still hasn't bounced back or even got on his feet. Because I don't even know if he was ever on his feet. But I'm just saying, like, you know, I mean, damn,
If you
for you to be down for that.
If you slow down on the hate, he can get himself together. He hate too much. He just wake up today like, oh, I'm hate this motherfucker today, and try whatever he can to destroy a motherfucker. He got to get rid of that hate first. I don't know what happened in his past, but whatever happened, he has so much hate in his heart. It's like, how can you hate a 9-year-old? How can you hate a 9-year-old?
Hey, call him a mutt. You know what I'm saying? You know, fighting with kids over food. That's homeless shit. Nigga, that's homeless shit.
The little nigga eating all the salad. What the fuck? Wait a minute, the little nigga was here before you got here. Nigga, what's your problem? Nigga, why ain't you trying to groom this young man to be a man? Why?
Because he not no man.
Right. Or he never seen one. Or been around one.
But I want the people to really think about that. Here it is. This is a grown man trying to fight with a child over food. Bum fights.
A 9-year-old.
Bum fights.
That's where they got all they, and this where they get, this where they got, and this is where they got their information from. This why I'm trying to get to the bottom of this shit.
I'm back. I missed something. What you say, Coach? Where they get the information from? I missed it.
Tony. They got all the information from Tony. The man that the man that fights a child. So you all over there taking that shit as this goddamn the Holy Grail. He done fabricated some shit. And this man can't even stay in a house with a 9-year-old without disrespecting him and treating him like he's nobody. Y'all motherfuckers ain't right.
But when he's around a grown man, he bow down. He get on both knees. Nigga, when you was riding with me, nigga, hey, nigga, you couldn't even look me in my motherfucking eye, nigga. You was looking to the ground. I tell you jump, you jump. I tell you go read something over there, you go read, nigga. But you'll fight a kid, but you won't fight a grown motherfucking man.
Because he can't fight.
But see, that's from living on Skid Row. Fighting over sandwiches. Fighting over old cigarettes on the ground. That's the type of nigga he is.
Right.
Everybody knows he was living on Skid Row. And I'll tell you, I can drive down Skid Row and show y'all niggas eating on each other. That's Skid Row activity. Eating on each other.
Eating on each other.
Eating on each other. Eating cigarettes off the ground. Eating old sandwiches off the trash. That's hobo activity.
That's Skid Row.
And he's bringing it into women's households and biting on them. And fighting kids. Bum fights. Fighting kids over meals.
Right. And this the nigga that they put on their platform to single-handedly destroy African Americans ain't African, or single-handedly destroy Coach Crew. Nigga, please, you can't destroy nothing. You can't
destroy what's already meant to be here.
You can only tell lies. That's it.
Hold on, let me get the kids in the car. Hold on, y'all.
Oh, no problem. So the only reason why I did this live, because I'm not going to talk about Regina no more. She can come live today. I wouldn't give a fuck, because anything she say will be used against her in a motherfucking court of law. Motherfuckers is not going to be running around here being called something that they're not. That's the wrong, you label that shit to a motherfucker and that shit will stick with a person. And y'all didn't think about questioning her to even see if she was telling the motherfucking truth.
No.
You see how you just
they don't care about the truth.
Somebody brought in Phoenix some information. She wanted to make sure it was true before she went and moved forward with it. That's what you do. If somebody bring me some information, I'm just like, oh shit, I got the lit. No, you got to make sure the shit true. So that's on y'all. That's on y'all behalf, and that's on y'all show. That's spewing that shit. So it went from me harboring a pedophile to me to now I'm the pedophile. Yesterday they was just calling me the pedophile. Just fuck it. Coach is the pedophile. Yeah.
Nah, you lying. My nigga,
No,
you lying.
last night Wild Fox got on there talking about, oh, I got on the phone with the pedophile. He talking about me.
Oh, who channel?
I ain't gonna fuck. Instead of calling me coach now, he just calls me the pedophile all over the man platform. Now, one time did they say, oh, they didn't say coach was the pedophile. They didn't say that shit not one time.
Well, they
nobody
can look off a drama.
You know, Wild Fox feels some type of way. That's the nigga they call you coach, and yet he don't go to none of his son's basketball games. But he's supposed to be some sports trainer. He's one of them niggas. He's just, he kind of slow.
So what you telling me, Phoenix? What you telling the people is that these dudes are deadbeats. They're deadbeats,
Yeah.
but they trying to sell themselves and sell their merchandise as family-oriented men, but in real life, they are deadbeats.
And none of them family. They, in fact, are anti-family. They are American Indian family. They are anti.
Don't know what a family is.
No.
You can't keeping up this type of mess because what type of example you setting for the person that's following you?
Right.
You can't be a family man if you're not thinking about the seeds you just put out and trying to lead them something good to follow. You're not a fucking family man. I'm sorry. You're not. You're not for the people. If you're not taking care of your own,